So on the first day of DroidCon, we have started on the gaming side. We have started with the game design by Nilesh, and post that we continued the discussion on the gaming on the gaming development platforms by Samarth and also Manish. So let's discuss or throw some color on how to monetize the games. So we have Amit Shukla from Tiny Mogul Games, so who will talk about the offer wall concept. So I think most of you are aware of the most popular offer wall, platforms that are available like Tapjoy and NativeX. So Amit Shukla is going to talk about XPromo, which is a framework which is similar to Tapjoy or NativeX. All this.
Thank you. Hi everybody. So I'm Amit, and actually I basically work on the mobiles. Recently, like few years when I entered into mobiles, it is like very interesting thing. So we have gone and started one startup with the BSB, and it is Tiny Mogul Games. And when we come across any platform or any app store or any development OS, nowadays we have on the devices something like a Play Store or some stores where we can have a bunch of things and we can store and we can commonly access the things. So I will be talking about how we can exactly go on the promotional framework or promotional side when we go on any app store and still we want to particularly go and promote your app. So we'll be talking on that, and further we'll go and discuss how is the framework which we can also decide and design on our own, which can actually work for you, not just going for the market and looking for other things. So we'll be talking about the offer based XPromo framework. So see, actually as a gaming company, we have in 1 year recently we have developed around 4 games. So I'm telling you this only because when we came through this process like developing multiple things, because as a developer when you develop things, you just not limit to one. You want to develop many more things further. So when you go further and you develop like multiple things on your own or as a developer studio, then you need a concrete solution for your promotional things so that people can actually reach your whatever the apps you have at some place. But you can't build your Play Store every time, right? You can't have your own store all the time. So you have to build some kind of solution which can exist and which can actually work with the other things as well, existing things. So as a Songquest, this is just gaming actually song based music trivia, basically in the Indian style, different languages, different generations you can play on. Other things we went through the Shiva Runner, it is another runner game, basically with the time things. So these different kind of things when we design, and we have to have some common solution. See, again we have Magic Temple, it is again another two fuse kind of game, like where you can just play and with the combination of gems. So, and the last is Street Chaser, again it is Indian style, Indian market, so you can see that again the bounty is chasing that. So that's how when you come through multiple apps, multiple games and multiple things, you need to have you need to follow some promotional channels. You want to go through some promotional channel where you can actually go and advertise your things. The next thing is that if you want to build on your own something, then we thought of something, and we will talk about this also, XPromo framework, which we recently built up, and it's working very, very well. So in the XPromo framework, we'll discuss on the architecture, we'll discuss on the install tracking, we'll take one case, we'll go and see how it works. And the last thing is the Android components, because as a developer, you just actually want to know exactly how the things works. If you want to build your own things, you can actually go and read this and actually build your system on that. So basically, the agenda will be like promoting your things on your own way. So here, okay. So suppose we have developed one app. We are going to the market. First time when you land up in the market after hard work of 6 months, 7 months or 1 year, what you see, like you are just a single app, hardly 10, 20, 50 downloads are there, and you just feel as an alien over there. Like you need to have some support, some promotional events or some kind of things. So the first thing is that to survive in the market for a longer run, what you need is exactly the high install numbers. You want the installs to grow. Every day you go and check how many installs we have done. Every day you collect the data. And you want it to grow faster so that you can be on the top. So that's one thing. Second thing, although it is downloaded, you want the user to be engaged. You want user to play your games, your apps, or they have to use it daily basis. So that you want some kind of user engagement. Just not only like install is enough for you. So that it can further in future can grow up. So what we go after this, once you develop any app, any game, any kind of app, so you have to follow some kind of things to advertise your things so that it can come in the market quickly and it can show some kind of downloads and popularity on your app store. So we follow like a few channels. First is like social networks. We look around for some big and existing social networks. So, but still there are also only limited things are there, only limited people can be there, and you will be having your own page where only few people will be coming in to access you and looking at what you are doing exactly. So, and the second thing is that ad networks. Obviously, you will be looking for existing user base, existing ad networks, like the guy said actually TabJoy. So, like there are different existing ad networks. You have to go to them. But does it suffice your application to be exist for a longer run in the market? I think if you want to continue, you have to look for something different also, because you just can't keep attached with these things and just be dependent on the existing social network or ad network. So if you want to build, the drawbacks what it comes when you go for social networks is like people have some friction and penetration. The friction is like people want login and the data and the security stuff and the dates and birthday, everything is going to be accessed from any app. So every time the people don't want to go, especially for the games, they don't want to access your accounts, Facebook, Google, other things. So that time you feel a penetration and friction. People will be just going for their normal, or they will skipping these login accounts. The second thing, when you go for ad networks, again it comes as a vendor specific implementation. You have to implement their things and you have to work on their way. Second thing comes CPI, cost per install. You need to pay for each install. Currency also, like you need to be dependent on the currency, what kind of the currency they give for you. Another is like tied to user base. That's the most important thing. Is like you have to be tied with the existing user base of that ad network. It could be 100, it could be 1,000, it could be millions, anything. So you have a limit over there again. So these kind of things, when it comes to you, you feel some kind of like, we have to give some thought for this. You need to think on some kind of better solution which can work. So what we thought is exactly the XPromo framework, which actually offers flexibility. Flexibility in the sense like you can decide your own offers, you can decide your own currency, you can decide your own values, you can decide your own coins if it is a game, or if it is another kind of app, you can decide another coupon or vouchers over there. So flexibility is one important thing. Another thing is the more control, because it is your own framework. You just want so that I can control my framework my way. I want a offer to run for this many days. I want to run for only this location. These things you can decide on your own. So that things can be controlled in the by user. Third thing, you want user engagement as well. This is a important point because user download the game, they don't play it, they download the app, they don't open it also, they uninstall. So you need to somehow engage the user and give some better experience. At least let them open the app twice or thrice and see how it does. So higher volumes. This is another important thing because we talked about tied user base, like we have existing user base, we have to be with that only. But here you have unlimited options. You can share the medium, like the channels you want. So higher volumes is another thing which you want in your framework. So we have thought on all these points, and we have actually come up with the solution XPromo of our system. So here, if you see, we have different devices, and for this system to work, we have to have some control. So for that, we have to have one server. So if you have a server and if you have a devices, you can create the offers on the server. You can integrate that XPromo client on your apps, and you can directly access your offers. You don't need to worry about other things. You have your offers, you have your app running, you can decide all your offers, and you can keep their status as well. So this kind of architecture, what we thought about. So if you see, this client can access their offers, it can as well access their status as well. The same thing happens with other devices, like you have offers, you can access the status as well. And the more important thing is the UI part. Like you can control UI, although you are controlling the offers on the server, you can control the UI as well from the server. So like you can decide it's a Diwali time, we can have a Diwali page on the offer. You can have a Holi page or any other event, Christmas event, you can have a Christmas page on the offer. So you can run different kind of offers. So you have just a simple client on the server, you can access the UI from web, and you are done. So you have offers, you have control, you have status, you have UI, all the control is with you. Just what you have to do is simple build a client on and as well some server, and you can access those offers. So further, if you go on detail, so if you see XPromo client, how we have designed it, basically it has offers in the client. If you see XPromo is integrated with app. So the XPromo client is actually have the offers, it can access the offer from server, different offers, and then it can also filter the offers. Offer filtering is basically based on you can do geolocation, as well as you can see the if offer is already, your offer is complete, you have redeemed your offer or you have exhausted your offer. So those kind of filters you can build on the client. So that's a very interesting thing. So each client can decide their own offers. You can filter offers based on many parameters. So expiry date, it could be geo, it could be other things. So, and the offer status, third thing, which actually we saw in the previous slide, it is actually stored on the server. So we fetch the offer status for this client. Actually for this app, if you say, for this app we fetch the status of all the offers and we show on the UI. So if you see the UI also, it is again a web view which actually accesses HTML. So you have UI control as well with you. So you have just a client which actually controlled completely by the server. Okay. So and the filtering, all the processing happens on the client only. So that's a pretty flexible system. If you want to see how it looks on the UI, what we have built on XPromo, it's like this. We have built a HTML UI, where if you want to invite your 2 friends, get 2 friends to install SongQuest, and you get 1,000 coins. So here it is like you have this UI which is actually placed on server, but from the client you can open this, you can access it. And the best thing is that you can change the coins. You can change the coins to anything. You can give them any kind of money, different kind of in-game currencies you can formulate there, and you can give it to the client. You can give the albums also. You can, because it is SongQuest is a song game, you can give the albums, you can give the songs download for them. So that's how it works. So let's take this case. You have to invite your friends, just invite it. See, each invite, if you invite any of your friend and the friend installs your bar will be filled over here. So you can see the progress on runtime. How the bar is filled also is again the offer status what we maintain on the server. The client can fetch the status of each offer and it can show on UI like we have half of the, one of the two user have installed so half of the bar will be filled over here. So that's how it works. So see, redeem reward earned. Once this bar gets filled, you can 1000 points you can earn on the client. So you can just have a callback as well on the client. So there you can actually give the points. Now, how do we promote it? How do we go on the mediums? Because we discussed different mediums and those are pretty actually have some kind of frictions. So if you see how we want to share it. So sharing the medium is most important thing over here. It's like you want to invite your friends. So don't be strict to one medium, just be flexible. Give the Android system things, intent chooser, flexible to share the offers. So actually the flexibility to share the offers, that's what you are giving to the client. So client can use different apps, different things, different mediums, and they can share your invite. So that's how the invite gets generated. So the crux of the whole architecture is here is like you have the invite. Invite can have, if you see at the end, you have UID, which is actually uniquely identifier for your this particular invite. And if the guy installs from this invite, we can recognize this is invite generated by you and you can update your offer based on that. So this is, see, if you share through intent, you come across different apps which actually can share your data with this. So you have one popular app in India as well, Hike, messaging app, chat on, email, Facebook, anything, whichever the way you want, you can share the data. You can share the invite. So if you see the code also, it's pretty simple and it's available. So like you want to share, you can share through mail, you can share through messaging, anything, and your offers can be forwarded to other guys. So if you want to track these offers, so we are taking this install case. So if you want to track your install from the other side, you have the referrer. So you get the referrer as once the client installs, other guy installs your app with that invite, you get a referrer with this unique ID, and you have to just call some APIs of framework, and and this framework actually inform back to the server like we have got from remote ID UROC and my ID is IROC, and your install is updated on the server. So if you want to see your offer wall, you are half filled with that. So that's how it works completely on the client and server architecture. So once this is filled, you can give the points to that app. So this is how this system actually looks like. So install success fills the bar, and you can redeem the reward once the bar is filled. So you can have the callback on the client. Actually, it is there, the callback. So based on the offers, we give the points and coins to the games and the apps. So we can run different promotional offers over here. So if you see, there are also one offer, second offer is there, get 2 friends to install Shiva and unlock your achievement. So here we talk about the user engagement. User engagement is basically, it's not only just inviting and installing. You can have multi-step things over there. So the guy installs, and until he plays and achieves something, this server is not going to update the offer. So you have to play and you have to be engaged with that particular event. So that's how you can bring a user engagement in multiple steps. So because this is your own framework, you can decide the steps as well. So actually that was pretty easy with Android. If you see, we have actually hosted HTML UI with WebView. So we are talking about the Android parts, how we have built this system. So HTML UI, sharing invites with intent chooser. So Android install refer, this is a pretty standard install refer service with Google Play. So when you download from Google Play, you get this intent on the client. So you can track all the installs. JS Bridge, yeah, definitely. This is there because you want your web view to interact with the HTML UI, your hosted UI, and to show all the offers. You need to have JS Bridge over there, JavaScript Bridge, basically. So, and last thing is that because you are dealing with the coins, and for the games, coins is actually the money. So you need to have encryption there as well, because you want to bring different kind of currencies over there, so you need to have some kind of encryption. So we have used AES encryption. So that's it on the Android side. So these are the technologies what we can use and build your own system. So if you see, what we have designed is that beautiful offer-based system, which is actually controlled by you. You have the sharing, unlimited sharing with the users. You have your offers controlled on the server. You have your UI hosted on server. So that's pretty easy with your Android, and you are done. So yes. So you can ask any questions if you have on this complete architecture or promotional framework side. So I'm okay.
Hello. Yeah. Is it audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have any external SDK for using the stuff?
Yes, actually we have planned as well, like we have a games SDK, and we have integrated this thing in multiple games currently for our own studio. But definitely, yeah, we have a ready SDK which can be integrated with different games, and we can extend the user base, and we can access the current user base of existing games what we have. So actually, yeah, if you see here the X promo thing, which basically focuses on different games actually promoting your games. So that part is can be used because we have millions of install reaching actually right now. So there, if you see, we can use that user base also for not only just user inviting, we can have the offers hosted over there.
So you mean to say cross promo kind of thing?
Yeah. So your app can be promoted with the other apps as well. So we have different games there. We can run these offers for your game. So one game is promoting the other game. So it is like one guy is helping the other guy. One user base is helping the other user base. So that's how it works with the different games. Like one successful game can have millions of users, and the other apps can just be promoted in that app, and it is pretty done. Like.
Oh, cool.
So one other company that does something similar was Chartboost. So like, can you share like if there are any similarities or differences between like using Chartboost versus using this?
Actually, I haven't gone through the Chartboost. I know the TabJoy functionalities and things, and different ad networks, but mostly actually work on the invite system basis for installs, and very few actually give you the user engagement. And the best part over here is like you can have the configurable currency. That's the most important thing. Here you can have not only the coins and things, you can talk about like you can have the albums, you can have the packages, you can have the vouchers, you can have the money as well. So there are different kind of configurability that can be controlled on the server. You can have a different currency levels. It could be in-game currency, it could be your packages, it could be your coupons. Anything you can be configured on these offers. So that is flexibility what we talked about. So if your game you require something different, we can have a offer based on that, because it is completely configurable on the server. You don't need to worry on the client. So that's how it works.